today we're going to be doing a summer glow up transformation video. This is one of my favorite videos to do because it really forces me to do all of the glow uppy things. I love saving all of my little glam things that I like to do all for the same week because then it just really makes me feel like I have a transformation. So that's what this video is. We've got brow tinting, face shaving, self-tanning, nails, hair, makeup, outfit, everything pampering, and I've saved it for today, tomorrow, and the next day so I can just go from this to hopefully something a little bit more glam and a little bit more elevated. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna walk you through everything step by step, share all of the details and all of my tips and tricks on how to glow up and glam up. So I hope you like the video and let's get started. So first things first, we have brow tinting. I love starting the process with a brow tint because I feel like that gives you the quickest results for the glamming process. And I just like the way that it looks when I finally have some tint in my brows. So I do have a lot of brow hair. It's just most of it is really light. I learned that years ago when I went to go get microblading done. I did do like a very natural microblading on my brows a while ago, but it's completely faded now. But she was telling me that a lot of the brow hairs that I have are very blonde and you can't see them. So when I do my brow tint routine, it's like, aha, there they are. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I actually like to do with my brows first when I do this routine is start off by filling them in with some brow pencil. And I do this because then we have a really nice guideline of where we wanna put the tint. So I'm gonna grab my brow pencil from e.l.f. and start filling in my brows. I'm gonna give them, and you don't have to be totally perfect with this, you can just give like a border. So I'm gonna go right along the edge here. And a good way to map out your brows is by lining it up with the end of your nostril. So it should end over here by lining up with the end of your nostril and the end of your eyeball. So if you line those 2 points up with your brow pencil, then make a dot. Right there is where that brow should end. Same thing here, line it up with your nostril and go straight up. Make a line, and that is where the brow should end. And then for the top, I just keep it right along where my brows naturally end. I don't like to extend it too high. See, if I just tinted where I can see brow hairs, that would be as short as my brow is. And you'll see the after. This obviously looks insane because I just blocked it out so that I know exactly where to put the product. But don't worry, you'll see once it's done, once I extend past these points that you see here, some of the blonde hairs that we can't see will get tinted and it will look a lot fuller and more apparent. Okay, so now that we have that all mapped out, now we can go in with the brow tint. The brand I like to use is Reflecto, and you can get this on Amazon. The color that I have is light brown. This is what it looks like. It comes in a kit, and then in the kit you also get a little brush and this little glass dish that you can mix everything up in. I'm gonna put like a little pea-size amount into the glass jar. Next I'm gonna take this and do about 10 drops. And then grab my brush and really mix it up. That is the consistency that we're looking for. So now I actually go in with a different brush. You can use that same one. I just like a little bit more precision, so I'm using an angled brush. I'm gonna pick up the product, and I actually like to start right at the front because that's where I have like the least amount of brow hair. And this will tint your skin just a little bit, but don't like rely on this to tint your skin. Honestly, I get that question all the time whenever I show my brow tinting routine. Technically this does tint your skin a little bit, but it's mainly the hairs because that will wash off pretty soon after. So just keep that in mind. I actually wish it would tint my skin just a little bit more. So I'm just covering the entire brow. And then once you've got the shape and the outline absolutely filled in, then take this and go back and forth because you really want to get the entirety of all of your hairs. You don't just want to get the top, you want to get underneath too. That's going to make such a difference in tinting your brows. When I started doing that, it really made them pop so much more. So don't forget to do that. Okay, so I am looking crazy. I actually am gonna go take my dogs out and all my neighbors are gonna see this. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this on for about 15 minutes. I feel like that's my sweet spot. We'll see, sometimes it's a little bit longer. I used to be so afraid of leaving this on too long because I have lighter hair, and now I'm back to my natural hair color, so I'm actually even less terrified. But this does, it's very subtle. I wouldn't be too afraid of it. It is like a very natural look. Maybe part of that is because I do have the light brown color, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this on for about 15 minutes and then I'll be back and show you the reveal. Okay, so 15 minutes is over, been more like 20. I'm just gonna grab some toilet paper and just start wiping this off completely dry. On the opposite direction. Got a little bit of this wet with water. You can go in with like a makeup remover, a micellar water. Okay, and now this is the after. This is what they look like. Oh, it just makes such a difference. It gives me the structure and I feel like it's just not too dark, but it's darker than what I had. It fills in blonde hairs that you really can't see. And yeah, I just love how that looks. I feel like I could just pop on some brow gel and call it a day. But yeah, now that the brow tinting is done, now we can move on to face shaving. So I don't do this all the time, but I do love when I do it because I feel like my skin just feels so soft. When I put on moisturizer, it is just like glass skin. I'm pretty sure dermaplaning is the same exact thing. It's like the technical term for it. I just like to call it face shaving. This was sent to me from Tweezerman and this is like deluxe. The ones that I had before were just from Amazon. I'll link those down below as well because I did really like those, but now I feel like a bougie bitch. You want to make sure that you stay far away from any of the hairs bordering your hairline and any of the beautiful hairs that we just tinted. I'm gonna go down with the grain of my hair. And this is just gonna take away any peach fuzz. What I like to do is actually cover up the areas that I don't want because then I will not touch them with this. It's very easy to accidentally shave off important hair. I love getting the chin. Love getting the chin. The mustache is a must. Woo! That's where I feel it the most. You can do in between the brows, but be so careful. And you could do the forehead. I just feel like I really don't need to. And now I'm just gonna rinse my face. That way you get rid of any of that peach fuzz that was just like sitting on the surface. And now when you put on your moisturizer, it is gonna feel like fresh baby skin. It's glorious. And now that we're gonna be self-tanning, this is gonna be that like last exfoliation step, which I'll get into when I get into the tanning, but now we're all shaved. So when it comes to self-tanning, I feel like the prep is just as important as the tan itself. So when I showered this morning, I actually scrubbed myself raw just because I had a little bit of leftover tan on me. I used the Loving Tan removing and skin polishing glove. I just opened a fresh one. This is what it looks like. It's still a little wet because I used it earlier. I love using the black side because it just gets everything. It literally feels like sandpaper in the best way, and it leaves your skin feeling so incredibly soft. If this didn't remove my tan, I would want to scrub myself with this all the time just because it makes my skin feel that good. But as you can see, it's got this texture here and it's so good at removing your tan. So you want to make sure you completely remove your tan before you put on a new one. And even if you don't have on a tan prior to wanting to put one on, it's nice to go in and really exfoliate your skin when you're in the shower first. You also want to make sure that you're not using anything like too hydrating on your skin, because you don't want like any like oils or anything on there. That's going to create a barrier for the tan and your skin, and it's not going to adhere as much to your skin. You also want to make sure that you shave. So I always think shower, shave, exfoliate. That's the best prep for your self tan. So now for the actual tanning process. I'm actually going to start with my face, and whatever I do to my face, I also do to my hands and my feet. The reason why I do that is because I feel like those areas you don't really want to be as dark as the rest of your body anyways. You can always go back in and touch up the face, the hands, and the feet at a later time as well. I normally don't do that. I'm fine with it fading just naturally, but I feel like in those areas I don't want like a super dark face in comparison to the rest of my body. You know, you don't want it to be the opposite. So I always do the same thing to my face, my hands, and my feet. So I'm gonna start with my face just so I can show you what that looks like, and then move on to my feet, and then move up my body. So my favorite self tanner, hands down by far out of any self tanning products that I've tried, is Loving Tan. This is the Deluxe Bronzing Mousse. I like to get ultra dark, and I prefer the regular formula, this one, over the 2 Hour Express. The reason being, I feel like number one, this is darker. Number two, it lasts longer. Number three, it fades better. There's just so many things. I just feel like this is just way more intense than the 2 Hour Express. I've kind of gone like back and forth between the two over the years. This will forever be my favorite. I've tried so many other brands, and there are other brands that are really good, and sometimes I want like a more natural tan, and so like I'll switch to something more natural. But if I want that rich, dark, I've been out on the boat all day, all summer, this is gonna be the stuff. I love this. For my whole body, I use the glove. The Loving Tan tanning glove has always been my favorite, or maybe it's a mitt glove, whatever. But then for my face, my hands, and my feet, I like to use a brush. This is actually a brush that I made with Sigma. It's no longer available anymore, unfortunately. This is the Fox 4 foundation brush, and it's kind of like matted down just because I had it like sitting in this packaging here. But I will link similar brushes down below that remind me of this brush. But this is my favorite one to do these steps with. So what I like to do is first grab a little bit of moisturizer, any kind of lotion, and I only use lotion or moisturizer on my face, my hands, and my feet. Again, this is going to create that barrier so that the tan doesn't just like stick onto your skin in those spots, because in those areas we don't want that to do that. Of course, we want it to stick onto our skin on the rest of our body, but we don't want it to stick to areas like our knuckles, our mustache area. You know, you don't want those areas to be too pigmented, so we want to have a barrier. So for the face, I'm going to be using the Rougher Hydration Cream. You can use any moisturizer that you want. I specifically like this because it's great for my face, my hands, and my feet. What I'll do is I'll first put that on the brush, just like a little pea size, and then I'll grab my bronzing mousse and do like a grape-sized amount. And then just go directly on my face and work quickly. I start with the cheeks, do the forehead, chin. Don't forget the ears. We're just blending it in. By the way, I just realized I'm using a ton of Loving Tan. This is not sponsored. They have sent me products in the past, but I just genuinely really like their stuff. I just realized I'm using a lot of their stuff, and so it sounds like an ad, and it's not. I wish it was. If they want to, hey. And then lastly, I'll go over the upper lip. Now we can disrobe, and we are gonna start at the feet. Do the feet the exact same way that we did the face. And then I'm gonna do the legs, torso, and arms with the mitt, and then finish off everything by doing my hands the same way I just did my face. Okay, so I've got the moisturizer and the tanner on my brush. I start in the middle of my foot. I move up on the toes. And don't be afraid to like get in there. Because you have that moisturizer, it's gonna create that barrier, and it's not gonna like collect up in here, you know? For my calf, I do 2 full pumps. For my legs, I'll rub them in kind of like an oval motion or circular motions, just basically rub the mousse in. Do the same thing for the rest of my body. When it comes to my arms, I do 2 pumps for the whole arm. I like to start on my forearm because that's where I want it the darkest, and then move up to my bicep and tricep area. And for my hands, I do the same thing like I do for my feet and my face. So I add on that moisturizer with a pump of the Self Tan. I actually put them in this claw shape because this helps me so that I get in the knuckle, in between the fingers, all around, and you don't have any like lines on your knuckles or anything. This looks the most natural. Okay, so we are fully bronzed up. I feel so accomplished. For whatever reason in my head, I like think self-tanning is just like such a hassle. But then once it's done, I'm like, that really was not a big deal. It really wasn't. But I'm gonna marinate in this until right before bed. I'll probably rinse this off around like 9 o'clock tonight. You wanna make sure that you leave this on for a minimum of, I would say 6 hours, 8 if you can. I'm gonna probably have this on for closer to 8 hours. And sometimes I'll even sleep in it. I honestly don't prefer to do that though, because I am a sweaty sleeper and I don't want to like sweat off this color guard. When I rinse this off my body, I'll make sure that the water isn't too incredibly hot. I'll make sure it's kind of like warm but not scalding, and I'll just rinse this off quickly. I'm not gonna sit there and like wash it off with soap or anything. I wash my hot spots, you know what I'm saying? But the rest of my body, I just do a rinse. I'll also wash my face too, because I always want to wash my face with cleanser. So, but that to me, I also think is the key in making your self tan last. You don't want to like completely scrub off what you just put on, you know? So I'm gonna go marinate in this all day. It's a gloomy, rainy day, so I have some editing to do, maybe a little bit of reading. I like to dedicate my self tan days to like cozy inside days, so that's what I'm gonna do. So next time I see you, I'll be nice and bronzed and ready for my nails. So next up on my list is to get my nails done. It's been about a month since I've gone, and ever since I've been going at least once a month just to have my nail lady just like clean up my nails, paint them, get a just nice good manicure, get all of the cuticles off and everything, just get everything cleaned up. My nails have grown so much, they've been so strong, and all I do is just regular nail polish. So these are what my nails look like right now. I haven't seen her in I think 6 weeks. I painted them myself like a week ago though. That's what I do like in the meantime just to keep up on it, and I think that that's like a really nice routine for me, because then I'm not spending a lot going like every 2 weeks, but I'm still getting the benefits of getting a nice manicure done. So the color that I'm obsessed with is Put It in Neutral from OPI. This is what I have on my nails right now. This is just my favorite color ever. I get 2 coats of this, and then I'm also bringing my top coat and my base coat. I love the Seche Vite line, so I've got the top coat and the base coat, but underneath the base coat I do the OPI Nail Envy. This is a nail strengthener, and this I feel like is crucial in my nails, just like getting really strong and feeling strong, and just like, I mean, they are sturdy. So that's where I'm off to right now. I'm gonna go get these all done, cleaned up. I want to keep I basically want to keep the length, but I just want them a little bit shorter, and I always ask for a sharp square. I don't want rounded edges, I want it sharp. So let's go.
Areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina, doce Bahia. Vejo dominó na esquina e banguelo sorrindo de alegria, doce Bahia. E piscina, enquanto na ondina tem jacaré e capelinha.
Okay, my nails are done. She did such a good job per usual. I just love the way she does my nails. They look so good. She files them so good. They're nice and sharp, very square. We did 2 coats of the nail polish. I was explaining to her when I do my nails myself at home, I end up doing like 3 coats. I just think maybe I don't put on enough when I do the layer because sometimes it like goes really sheer because like when she does it, it's perfect. But then when I go in for my 3rd coat, when I do it at home, then it's like too opaque, you know? So I gotta practice my pressure and the amount that I'm using and all of that, but I feel so good, so fresh. Every time I get a nice fresh manicure, I just feel real put together. So check that off the list. So, an unexpected turn of events. I got my period yesterday and all I want to do is go lay on my couch. I don't want to glow up. This is horrible timing. I should have planned this better. But I can't waste my spray tan. I can't waste my beautiful nails. We're gonna glow up, and I guess this will technically be the most ultimate glow up because all I want to do right now is wrap. So we're gonna glow up my outer appearance, and then by doing that, hopefully inside I will feel better as well. But who knows, once I change and get all glammed up, I might just take it all off and put this back on and lay on the couch. We will see. But nevertheless, this is the final steps of the glow up, and it is gonna be ultimate. So let's do some makeup and feel a little bit more glam. So, I'm just going to do my regular routine. This is my Embryo Lease Primer. Well, it's a moisturizer, but you can use it as a primer. I'm going to grab my Pat McGrath foundation. This is in the shade LM9. That face shave makes such a difference. My skin is so smooth, and the makeup really goes on so nicely. Grab the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade 370. This is the perfect shade for when I have on a spray tan. Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light Bronzer. MAC blushes. I go with my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. So I used the Born This Way Warm Ember Nudes palette, and I used like the purpley shades. So pretty. I love this eyeshadow look. And I smoked it out with the MAC Teddy eyeliner and then popped on my Ardell 422 lashes. Now I'm going to do my lips. I've got the Makeup Forever Completely Sepia lip liner, and then I'm probably going to darken it up with the Bark lip liner from Vive. Okay, so the makeup is done. I'm going to complete everything with my setting spray. My current favorite is this one from Vive. It's the Invisiveil. I'm just in love with this. I love, number 1, the packaging, 2, the smell, 3, the finish. Just everything about it is amazing. She nailed this. Okay, I'm already starting to feel better and more glam and glowed up. This is making my period aches and pains just disappear. Not really, but we can be a little delusional about it. But this is the makeup. I love it. I love that it's colorful, it's glam, it's smoky, it's still wearable. So for my hair, I'm gonna do some beach waves. I just filmed a hair tutorial on how I do my beach waves these days. If you wanna check it out, I'll link it right up here. So I'm actually just gonna run through this really quickly. So make sure to check out that tutorial if you're interested in exactly how I get this hairstyle. Not this hairstyle, but what I'm about to do.
Com cabelos cor de mel singela, seu nome é Mabel, é uma menina cheia de vida. Se vamos para a praia, Não esquece a sandália e se olha pro céu. Se pudesse organizava a estrela. Se a casa está vazia um dia.
Okay, now that my hair is totally cooled, I'm gonna go into the Fat Boy texture spray. This is my personal favorite. And then I'm gonna grab the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. And this will just help to give some shine and definition back in the curls. I really need to get some more dry shampoo because I could really use some today. So I just added a couple more curls in here. Some of them went flat. Today is day 2 hair, so I feel like you gotta work with it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's like a nice, messy, voluminous wave. Now I'm gonna go put on my outfit and the glow up transformation will be complete. This is the tank top that I'm gonna put on. It's this crop tank that I got from Aritzia a couple years ago. And then my favorite jean shorts at the moment, these are the baggy jean shorts from Abercrombie. These are mid-rise. Currently they only have high-rise and low-rise. All right, I just changed into my shorts and my tank top. Now I'm gonna just swap out some jewelry because Miranda Fry just sent me their newest Drew Huggies. Yes, they updated their Drew Huggies, which you probably know those are my favorite earrings. These are the updated ones. You can see they don't clasp all the way like the other ones, which thank you, because that was the only downside about my Drew Huggies. I dropped my earring one time, stepped on it, and then this piece like bent or whatever. So sometimes I had a hard time with them staying in because I bent the one. So this is perfect because it now has the classic Miranda Fry backing. So stunning. They're also a little bit more lightweight. They're still heavy duty, but they're a little bit lighter weight than the original Drews, which make them way more wearable. So they look identical in the ears, but again, they just don't have that full clasp. Major upgrade. I'm so excited. So I have it paired here with the Jody ear cuff, which they no longer have, but I will link a similar ear cuff down below. And then over here, this is the Alyssa Huggies. I will link that down below, as well as the rings that I'm gonna put on. These are also from Miranda Fry. I'll put my discount code on the screen in case you wanna get 10% off. I think this might be my summer uniform, just like a tank top, jean shorts, and these sandals. It's just so comfortable. And when it's as hot and humid as it's been, I just wanna wear as little as possible. So this makes me feel super cute, dressed up. Everything's lightweight, it's comfortable, and I feel super summery and cute. So that completes this summer glow up transformation. I'm so glad I finished this today, just because I really wasn't feeling my best this morning. And now after doing my makeup, my hair, and putting on a cute outfit and just seeing it all together with my fresh spray tan, my fresh nails, my brows, like everything all together, I really do feel better. And that just goes to show you that, like, even when you're feeling icky or down, or if you're on your period like me, doing these glam things and pampering yourself a little bit and putting yourself together really can make you actually physically feel better as well. So I hope that this gave you some motivation and inspiration to pamper yourself for summer and give yourself a little glow up transformation. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, I didn't go and get my hair done this time like I did last time. Just, you know, just doing little maintenance things. And I really like to save all of these things for right around the same time so I can do it all at the same time. So it really does feel like a transformation, and it really does make me feel like I'm just doing something special. So I hope you liked this video and it gave you some inspo. Please subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.